So Oz, welcome.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
I'd love to hear a little bit about how did Blend get started?
Yeah. We've always been kind of passionate about using data analytics technology to drive business outcome and outcomes for our customers. And we really wanted to build a company that has very strong data science and data engineering and AI skills and really, drive business outcomes for our customers. That's really the passion of the company. And that's how we created Blend.
Did we see any gaps in the market that was kind of the impetus behind Blend, or is there any kind of secret sauce that you would go to in terms of how you put the company together?
We're actually, even like the name Blend, we were inspired by a Forrester article that basically said the best outcomes are achieved when the internal teams get complemented by external teams of data scientists and engineers to create great outcomes. And in a way, as we think about Blend, we like to blend in with our customers to really work as an extension of the internal teams to create great results and outcomes for them.
Yeah, that's great. So we have been introducing this critical 7, which is the critical 7 areas in which companies should be thinking about, to scale AI. So tell us a little bit about the background. Why the critical 7?
Yeah, so the critical 7, the beginning, the origin of critical 7 really is about, look at the marketplace and look at a lot of companies that want to use AI to, basically create a business impact. What we saw was, a lot of them were really struggling, right? And there's actually a statistic that says 90% of the POCs, AI POCs, they don't make it to the production stage. There's another BCG study that says 74% of all the AI implementations or all the companies that are trying to use AI, they struggle to create value. So that's one side of the spectrum. And then at Blend, we've been also working with a lot of customers that have been able to create significant outcomes, like a financial services company that generated $25 million of incremental revenue by using AI and co-pilots. And so basically the last couple of years, we've been sort of researching and looking at what really separates the companies that have been able to make it work from the ones that are really struggling. And ultimately, that's really how a critical 7 got created. So basically, there are 7 areas that we're saying that companies need to pay attention to in order to build scalable AI solutions. But that was the origin.
Yeah, that's great. So we're helping our clients with that through this framework approach, but also there is a technology approach, right? And we want to build in repeatability with our clients. We want to reduce the cost to serve. So what are we doing around that side of the equation?
Yeah. So, as we sort of think about AI applications and implementations, the other realization was that especially around Gen AI, there's a foundational piece that is fairly repeatable, right? So the layer around the data layer, the orchestration, the agent orchestration layer, the model orchestration layer. So what we then set ourselves is, okay, so can we actually create a platform that really combines all our accelerators that we built into a platform that we can then use to help our customers go faster, right? And that's really how we created our AI platform. We call it BlendX, right? And it's been very effective, very successful. We've been talking to our customers about it. And the whole kind of idea there is, I'm going to use a football analogy, but like instead of starting at the 0 yard, like start at the 50 yards, right? So there's still quite a bit of customization that needs to take place, but at least BlendX really gives our clients the advantage to go a lot faster and build these scalable AI implementations a lot faster.
So it's essentially a suite of accelerators that we've leveraged as we've deployed out to clients. And we're building that on standard platforms, right? So this is not a brand new product that we're coming to market. It's not competing with anything in market, but it's really bringing the best of breed together and piecing that together so that we can get there faster. But it's compartmentalized as well, right? In a way that you can switch it out that suits the client environment.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've been sort of using some of our partner platforms as the foundation, like Snowflake specifically. But the whole idea is really not to use it as a product, but more as an accelerator and ultimately Blend is a services company.
Yep.
And we do provide customized AI services for our clients, but we're sort of using this accelerator platform as a foundation
Yep.
to help them go faster.
So tell me more about BlendX.
Yeah. So BlendX is really an accelerator platform that sort of combines all the AI accelerators that we built at Blend. And the whole idea was to really identify reusable components that are kind of needed as you build an AI application. And we wanted to sort of bring it together as part of this BlendX platform with the idea that they will help our customers go faster. And using the football analogy, instead of starting at 0-yard line, we're starting at the 50-yard line and be able to build these applications a lot faster.
That's great. So you've got the critical 7 as a framework. So 7 different areas we should be thinking about, including things like, trust and change management and foundational data elements, et cetera. So you've got the framework and you've got the BlendX platform. Where do you see kind of the future of AI services heading?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly, believe that there is going to be a lot of demand because what we see is an explosion of use cases, right? So across many industries and across many domains. And AI is really helping customers reinvent their business, their processes. And it's really becoming a force multiplier in terms of driving growth, but also driving efficiency in business operations. From a services perspective, the way we think about it is really our expertise combined with a platform like BlendX and really bringing that together for our customers and really help them accelerate their AI efforts. That's really how we're thinking about the future of AI services.
How about from a engagement and go-to-market? So, you've got time and materials, you've got FTE, the traditional kind of models, right? As we kind of go to this new world of people and agents, do you see that changing in how the selling motion will work or how the buying motion will work with clients?
Yeah, absolutely. And what we see is really a transition from time and material based models to increasingly more outcome based models. And we're big believers in digital labor and using agents to augment human labor. And we already started working on solutions for our customers where we bring the human labor together with digital labor, and that's been very effective and producing really great results. And increasingly, the outcome-based model is really what we're going to transition to. Now, having said that, it's going to take a little time. So the market is not there yet, but over the next couple of years, we'll see an acceleration towards the outcome-based commercial models.
Great. So you've been here since the beginning. You're a founder. And what's your most proud moment?
I mean, I think it's really when I see us delivering great impact, great results for our customers. We actually heard an amazing story this weekend from one of our account teams that is actually working with one of our leading customers that is a Fortune company. And the client feedback was that they basically told us that we're the best company, the best data science and engineering AI company that they ever work with. And that's certainly music to our ears, and work very hard for our customers. And it's really great to hear that feedback.
That's great. So last point around, our team. Obviously we have things like the high fives, we have the awards, there's lots of these moments where we kind of celebrate our team. Is there anything that you're most proud of in terms of our team and how we're showcasing that and kind of building that culture at Blend?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We do use the term best of the world, and as part of that, where the best of the world really comes together is our annual awards when we recognize the top players across the company, across all the regions. And we just did one of our ceremonies a couple of weeks ago where all our offices around the world basically dialed in, and they were part of the call. And across multiple continents and across multiple regions, we celebrated the accomplishments of some of the top players across Blend, and that was certainly a proud moment as well as we kind of think about the scale of the company and multiple geographies and offices that we have around the globe.
So as we think about Blend and the way that Blend was built, we like to refer to ourselves as the carpenters and the plumbers. We're the people that get it done. So could you talk a little bit about, well, how are we doing that really, right? So what's happening behind the scenes?
It's really through, getting our hands dirty, but also having the right skills, the builder skills. We built our company around the pillars of data science and data engineering. So from day one, we're always proficient, and we always believe in building the expertise and the core skills that make AI work, which are really the builder skills. And we bring it to life through a lot of COEs across the organization, where we continue to build expertise in areas that really make AI work, and that really gives us the platform to innovate and kind of the build the next generation solutions. And the other big thing around kind of AI is things are changing very rapidly. So you have to always kind of stay on top of the changes in innovation to really keep up with it, because whatever is the best solution of today is not going to be the best solution 3 months from now. So we also brought together a lot of, in addition to COEs, communities. Like our AI launch would be an example where a lot of knowledge sharing kind of happens, and we do, in a way, democratize the whole learning process, and make sure that all the folks at Blend, all our data scientists and engineers, they can really keep up with the cutting edge latest trends of AI.
And the AI Lounge team do such a good job every week of bringing the latest trends, but it feels like 2 days later, a lot of those trends are already outdated with the next announcement. So
so true.
It's a perpetual motion.
So true. But it's like, that's why the age of AI, that speed of learning, speed of innovation is so critical. In a way, it's challenging. It creates a bigger challenge for everybody, but at the same time, it creates great opportunities, because we do see some amazing breakthrough innovations taking place all over the world, driven by a lot of research labs, OpenAI and Anthropic and Google, and even some of the Chinese competition like DeepSeek. And some of these innovations are really game-changing innovations. And what we want to do at Blend is really stay on top of the innovation and really kind of use it as an input into our solutions that we serve to our customers.
That's great. And then, so what are the attributes that make someone successful at Blend?
Yeah, ultimately, I would say the values are, we always go back to the values. And we talk about, competition, and, we like to compete, we like to win. We like to win where, we obviously choose where we compete, but we like to win, and that's really part of our culture. Potential is a big one, which is really pushing each other in, realizing our potential. And then finally, camaraderie is really, having like this great culture and camaraderie across all the people that work at Blend. So we do look for people that really embrace those values and bring it to life. And those are usually the people that do really well at Blend.
So what excites you most about the future Blend?
Yeah, I would say it's really growth opportunities. So in some ways, like the addressable market for Blend is getting bigger and bigger as we see an explosion of use cases across many industries, across many domain areas, like, finance, supply chain, HR, marketing. We can kind of go down the list. And basically AI is becoming a critical corporate priority pretty much for every company around the world, and one of the top 3 priorities that every company is chasing. And from Blend perspective, the value that we bring to the table is help our customers accelerate their AI journey. So we enable AI. That's really what we do through building the platforms and applications, and we make AI work. And so the value that we bring to our customer is really kind of help them go faster and really realize the full potential of AI.
That's great. Well, thanks for being with us today. It was great. Thank you, Ross.